Well, this week, Johnny's freshman year roommate gets caught with his pants down, quite literally, as Confederate calves surprise him when he's in bed sleeping, and he barely escapes by basically going out a window without his pants. Now, to his credit, he does rally his troops and does a counterattack. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I am Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, my very best friend, Prospector Johnny. Johnny, we got some more of your freshman year roommate shenanigans this week.
Oh, he's winning the war for us, I'll bet.
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. He actually doesn't embarrass himself. Well, he does embarrass himself, but he doesn't embarrass himself militarily speaking this week. There is a little bit of embarrassment for him, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Sorry, Thursday. This week's going to open up on the 3rd with Congress creating the Freedmen's Bureau, which essentially is going to monitor all the abandoned and confiscated land from former Confederate pieces of shit, and then distribute said land to free men of color. Free men of color will also get set up with some temporary assistance in food, housing, clothing, anything that they might need to establish themselves as human beings. Start living as human beings.
For the first time. Yeah, that's okay. That seems fair. That's all right.
It will also extend...
I don't see anybody being upset about that.
I see certain people being upset about that, but fuck them. It will also help...
No, nobody that matters.
It will also help victims that have been displaced by the war as well, through no fault of their own. Okay. Like, for instance, if somebody burns your house down while marching... through an area.
Yeah, if that happened to have happened, which rare instances of that happening. I think I don't think that happened for miles and miles and miles through entire states.
No, we'll help them out a little bit as well. Also this week, Lincoln and Stanton are going to write a letter to Grant saying, "Hey, Grant, we don't want you to have any meetings whatsoever with Lee unless those meetings are for Lee to surrender his entire army to you unconditionally." And Grant goes, "Yeah, I fucking know that. That's what I told him last week when he tried to talk to me about that crap. Last week I said I wasn't authorized to do that. You don't have to write me a letter like I'm going to talk to the guy. I said,
all right,
nickname's unconditional surrender, Grant.
All right.
If that's not what we're talking about, I won't talk to you."
And Lincoln said, "All right, settle down, big guy. I was just making sure that you understood that we were all on the same page. No need for you to get your panties all up in a twist. You had to come and ask if you could fire somebody a month ago.
That is true.
After I gave you, what? Maybe settle down there. Get off your high horse."
That is true. On March 4th, Johnny, Lincoln is going to write these words during his second inauguration, and I quote here, "With malice towards none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, let us strive to finish the work that we are in." Lincoln...
Nice words.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay to have some malice towards some individuals.
Oh, we do. Those are only words.
We can definitely have malice.
There is plenty of malice.
Malice towards some is fine. I think malice towards
Malice is currently burning through South Carolina right now, I think.
Well, South Carolina's mostly done. He's actually now on his way up through North. Oh. He's starting to go up to North Carolina, so
even better.
Even better, Johnny. Johnson, right before he gets inaugurated as vice president, he says he's got a little bit of a head cold, so he decides to try to fight that cold by drinking a shit ton of whiskey, and he is absolutely fucking obliterated and smashed during his inauguration address, where he forgets people's names, goes off, like Lincoln kept it short and sweet. This dude went on a tangent.
Well, it happened, you get a little. He's loopy from being sick. It
happens.
You get how your head gets. You get that head cold fog and brain fog.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, on the 4th, Confederate Congress decides to redesign their Confederate flag, the second national Confederate flag, into the third national Confederate flag.
That seems like a waste of time.
Because the other one that they had that stupid little stars and bars cross X thingy up in the corner and on a big whole white flag. That looked a little bit too much like a surrender flag, so they put a big red...
So they just removed the stars and bars and it's just a surrender flag?
That's what they probably should have done, because, have you looked outside? flag and seeing what's going on? No, they put a big old red bar on the right side of the flag for some reason. Like, that'll convince us that you guys aren't
Like Poland?
a failing, horrible... Well, yeah, but they still have the stupid X thing in the upper corner, so...
Oh.
Is Poland even a thing yet?
That's a waste of time and money, if you ask me. But what are you gonna do?
Like, I know Poland exists, but like, do they exist as Poland? Anyways, doesn't matter. Johnny, on the 5th, we're going to see Sherman in Cheer Hall, South Carolina, with only a few minor skirmishes, as he now is preparing to go into North Carolina via Fayetteville. On March 6th, Johnson is going to assume command of all troops in North Carolina, in addition to all the troops in South Carolina and all the other troops that he has a command. Basically, you've got Lee, who's everything north of Petersburg, and you've got Johnston, who's now everything south of Petersburg.
All right.
All 13 dudes that you can find.
Yeah, that's good luck.
Right?
It's a lot of land to protect.
On the 7th, Sherman's movements in North Carolina are slowed down by rain, and that's about it. Like, there's not really any fighting, so to speak. Sherman will find a major supply base at New Bern, and he puts Jacob Cox in command of that area to, like, get all the supplies and everything squared away. Be kind of their central hub for their invasion in North Carolina. Lincoln is also going to issue orders to private citizens in rebelling states that all property that they have or have obtained of military value, he would like to buy it from them. So please go to your local union-friendly representative and sell that property to us.
If it has military value.
Private, yeah, which everything has military value.
What requirement? What makes something have military value? It existing.
It exists. Yeah, it exists.
It's mere existence.
Clothing
in
has
some
military
form
value.
or
Cotton
fashion.
has military. Tobacco has military value. Food is military
land,
value.
a building,
land in general is military value. Trains military. Yeah, it's basically if you can sell it to us, we'll buy it.
Yeah. Not if you can't. Go ahead and you will sell it
to us is kind of more of what he's saying.
We asked nicely the first time.
We do actually have a battle of sorts to speak of that starts. It does not finish this week, but it does start this week. On the 8th, we've got the Battle of Kingston, which begins with Johnson sending his troops to Bragg, basically sends what he can to Bragg, who's in North Carolina, says, hey, we got to stop Sherman. Bragg goes, I'm going to go right at him, and he takes a head-on approach to try to break up Cox's hold that he's got, Jacob Cox, in New Bern. Okay, so he's sends troops basically head at him. This is a stand. Huh? This is a fucking last stand. They're gonna do it. They're gonna throw everything that they have at us. Yep. And at first it does work. Cox's troops are mostly raw recruits that haven't ever seen combat, barely had any experience marching with a gun, any of that kind of crap. These are like fresh off the boat kind of immigrant people. Not necessarily all. Like they're very fresh troops. Okay. So he gets his ass kicked pretty quick, and then Federal reinforcements come, and then it kind of stalls the battlefront, and this massive major Confederate push turns into more of a Confederate kind of light poke.
Well, poke.
A little pokey.
But it is, and it's still not over. We're gonna finish. You're gonna hang it.
Yeah, it's not gonna finish until next week.
Okay. Well.
Confederate Congress is gonna approve in a 9-8 vote. Let that sink in there for a second. A 9-8 vote. They basically had nobody able to show up because shit's going down in their country. I'm sorry, fake country. I slipped up.
Yeah, so.
I do apologize for that. It's not a real thing. But anyways, in their quote-unquote fake country, they are going to allow slaves to be forced to fight for the Confederacy now.
Oh.
They are that desperate for people that slaves are going to be forced
just barely.
Just barely. Johnny, on the 9th, fighting around Kingstown is going to continue, but not be concluded. I'm going to have to wait for next week for that. Sheridan is going to occupy Columbia as Sherman has moved his forces out. Sheridan's going to come in and take over. And in an unrelated battle, Confederate forces are going to surprise Federal cav underneath Johnny's freshman year roommate Kilpatrick near Solemn Grove and Monroe's Crossroads in South Carolina. It is such a good surprise attack that they actually literally catch Kilpatrick in in the house he's occupying, in bed with his pants off, and basically he narrowly avoids escape by running out of the house without his pants
escapes.
on. Yeah.
He avoids capture.
He avoids capture.
Yeah.
And he does, to his credit, he rallies his troops, pantless, creates a counterattack, pantless, and then does the thing where those Confederate cav are dispersed. So,
all right,
pantless. Pantless counterattack.
I guess. Surely he had pants on by then. You make one of the lower ranking. They give you their pants.
Hey, Corporal Tim, give me your fucking pants.
Yeah, you don't. You don't maintain.
The idea of him riding around on horseback, just bare ass,
just
to the
Pooh
sun.
Bear in it.
Just Pooh Bear.
I like to picture it with his
shirt,
full jacket, full vest, boots,
short cocking it.
Just no pants.
Just no pants. Yeah, he's got his saber belt on and his pistol in his hand.
Yeah, everything.
Just no fucking pants. I want to even say it's not even like he doesn't even have his long johns underneath. He's like
nothing.
Bare ass.
Yeah, Pooh Bear.
Yeah, Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear in it.
Yeah. That's it for this week in Silver in Hindsight. If you enjoy Silver in Hindsight, check out our Patreon. You got behind the scenes episode stuff that me and Johnny talk about random things. You want to know our opinion on the most latest video game? We might have it up there. You want to know our opinion on, I don't know, my cat's having herpes and all getting upper respiratory infections and then having to deal with that? It's on there, if that's your tea. We got shorts where you got me ranting about everything. We got long format videos on non-Civil War related things like emos not emos.
I'll tell you all about
going to war.
My brand new gun if you'd like.
And Johnny got a brand new fake lever action BB gun. It is a thing.
Well, a what? A what? Check out this.
Johnny, even you were disappointed. Even you were disappointed when you tried to.
All right, guys, check this out. You buy this, all right? You know it's a pump action, right? What do you expect to happen? You're gonna pull this out, right?
Lever action,
right?
Yeah.
Right? Look at this. Oh no! No,
Johnny, that's like a Red Ryder BB gun. That's like we'll try to make it look like it's a real lever action. I love it.
Little thing there. That's the safety.
Is it?
Safety on.
So I have to ask:
off.
Is that actual metal or is it painted plastic? It's painted.
It's not metal.
It's painted plastic, isn't it? Well, I thought it might be tin.
No. No.
Johnny, I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you an actual lever action gun one of these days.
I don't know why you would waste your money, Tommy.
Because they're kind of fun to play with.
They are fun, but I don't want a gun. Because I don't know if you know this about me. I don't like guns, Tommy.
Yeah, I know that about you. It's fine.
So
this shit like this.
I do like
you get
that
this on the
style.
behind. You get this on the behind the scenes.
Okay. Yeah. So $5 a month, and I'll show you more of the gun.